So what would you take back from here?
I think we probably we learned a lot from playing against other teams. We played against some world class teams, which we don't get to do very often. I think the stat is something like we only play a third of the amount of games that the other top teams play. So I guess playing against teams ranked higher is always a huge learning experience, especially for the younger ones. We've got a very young team. So I guess kind of just seeing about how kind of the best players in the world go about their business. And also we can take a lot home as a team. Just in general, I think we improved as the games went on, probably excluding the Sri Lanka game. So, yeah.
Unlucky today. Just in terms of what's happening in the female game around the world, obviously there's professionalisation, there's teams like Australia, and obviously with Ireland being amateur, how kind of challenging is it that however hard you train and stuff, just for being amateurs, the professionals will be able to do that much more than you, and there's sort of danger of being left a bit behind, I guess, just because you're not able to become professionals at the moment?
Sorry, what's the question? Sorry.
Sorry, that was
how hard it is.
Yeah. It was everyone else. Lots of other teams are becoming pros, and you're staying amateurs. And how much of a challenge is that for you?
Obviously, it's a huge challenge. There's a lot of us in full-time college courses, in school, full-time jobs, but we work around that as best we can. Any free time we have, we're pretty much training. We don't really have social lives. So yeah, I think. It's just we get on with it and learn to deal with it and work around it. I know we don't complain about it that much. I think we're just used to it now. But I think it's definitely Cricket Ireland is taking us a step in the right direction. We've got more resources, we've got more backing staff and stuff like that. So it is going in the right direction. Obviously, we're not there yet. We just do what we can, I guess.
And obviously, in the past, there's been a problem where very promising players have stopped playing. Do you think players of your generation in Ireland? Do you think players of your generation will actually be able to sort of carry on into the mid-late 20s and 30s?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Cricket Ireland is supporting us more and more, as I said. So yeah, I can't really see that being a problem. We've got some very experienced players on the team who've played for 15 or 16 years, and obviously they're there for a reason. And then I don't think there's any fear of the younger ones at the moment. We're all loving our cricket and stuff, and obviously it's been very disappointing with the results, but we've had an absolutely amazing time here in India. We should be in school and college, and we're in India, so I don't really think there is any fear of that.
You got out the best batter in the world today. Was that a pretty good feeling?
Yes, that was. I was delighted. It was probably a bit short. It probably deserved to be hit for 4, but I'll take what I can get, I guess.
Thank you.
Cool.
Hello, yeah. Since all your 4 matches in the groups are over, looking back at it, how do you see your group stage? Are you satisfied with your performance, or is there still room for improvement? If so, where it is?
Yeah, obviously we had a bit of a hiccup there against New Zealand, but I'd rather get that out in the group stages than in a semi-final. So obviously lots of improvement to go, but we still haven't put out that perfect game. But hopefully we can bring out that if the results go our way and we get into the semi.
It's looking, I think if my permutations are correct, it's looking likely that you'll end up facing England if there are no further upsets in the semi-final here. I mean, A, what sort of prospect is that for you? And B, the sighter you've had of the conditions, how much of an advantage will that be, do you think?
Obviously it's a bit of an advantage to see the ground before the opposition, but I think it's always a good match-up whenever we play England. I don't think there's ever a game where either of us has blown each other out the park, so yeah, no matter what the conditions are, we'll both have to adapt, but I think it'll be a cracking game.
Have you had a chance to pay much of attention? They've had a few struggles late on in some of their chases in particular.
Yeah, I was watching their run chase the other night, came down to the last ball and last wicket, so hopefully we can get them juggling those wickets as well.
But just in terms of, you're defending champions 3 times over, I mean, it's clearly a competition you're in command of. I mean, do you feel in control of your destiny now that you've got over that hiccup, as you say?
Well, obviously we're the only ones in control of that, so if we just play the best we can, I think we can take out the cup, but obviously we're up against some pretty tough opposition, so we've got to be on game every game.
First of all, congratulations. You are 3 times defending champions and now you're heading for semi-finals. So what is your strategy for future matches?
Obviously just play the best we can. I think what we've been working on is really taking that power play, whether we're batting first or bowling first, just being dominating in that and then trying to work towards that back end. So I think just taking it one game at a time and playing the best we can.
How much focus was there on the net run rate today, given the situation you're in with South Africa?
A little bit, we're all thinking about it, but obviously we've got to win the game first, and that was what we went out there to do today. So, obviously bowling first, we wanted to restrict them to as little total as we could, and then base the run chase on that. So I hope the batters did really well today to chase it down as quickly as they could. So, destiny's in the hands of the other game now.
And you were without Erin Osborne today. Is she going to be fit for the semi-finals if you get there?
I'm not the one to ask for that. You can ask the doctor. But we're resting her today. Obviously, it was nice to win without her. She's been a key performer for us, so hopefully she can be back for then.
Obviously, you got the wickets, but the spinners seem to turn the screw quite a lot with keeping the runs down in particular. I mean, how key do you think that's going to be going into the semi-final?
I think here in the subcontinent it's been very effective to have the spinners, especially bowling back-to-back as well. We got 3 overs quick whilst tying down the runs as well, so hopefully we can keep up that strategy going forward. But I think the wickets here have been pretty suited to spinners, but I think here in Delhi it's a bit more true form.
Thank you.
Lovely. Thanks, guys.